Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Today, I think I'd like to talk about the movie Nobody, which you'll see an image of here. Anyway, um, I could have sworn I did a review of this movie already, back when I watched it a year ago, but I can't seem to find it on my YouTube channel. So if this is a duplicate video, if it is there and I'm blind as a bat, which I kind of am, but be that as it may. If this is a duplicate, please accept my apologies and ignore it, which most of you are going to anyway. But since I couldn't find it, I'm going to talk about the movie Nobody. As it says on the cover by the creators of John Wick. That's going to be important later. But the film, Nobody, is about what is an ordinary guy. Guy's name is crap, what is his name? Hutch Mansel is his name. He's just an ordinary guy, ordinary life, works in like a metal shop as like a kind of like a mid-level manager, upper level manager, I guess. His wife is, has like an office job. I'm not sure what she does. He's got a teenage son, young daughter, like 7 or 8 years old. He's just ground down by life. Just grind down with the mundanity and the ordinariness of life. His marriage is kind of on the rocks. His wife kind of doesn't respect him very much, or she doesn't I'm not sure. She doesn't appreciate him, at least. She steals his coffee every morning. He misses the trash truck every week. His teenage son doesn't respect him. And then something happens. I hate spoiling the story, but this is a year old. I watched it a year ago, and they have a break-in. People break into their house. He kind of not lets it slide, but like doesn't really fight back. Lets them kind of take what they want and go to try and keep things quiet. And everyone just gives him crap about it, for not taking him out, for not standing up and being a real man. And everyone gives him crap about it. And then things go off the rails because Hutch gets pissed when it turns out they took something that they shouldn't have, or that he thinks they took something that they shouldn't have. Namely, something that belonged to his 8-year-old daughter. So, and she's the one who still treats him like she likes him. She's the only person in the film that's so far in the film that treats him with respect. And I keep calling him Chuck. Hutch gets pissed and goes off the rails. I love this movie. This is a fun movie. And if you liked John Wick, you will like this film, because this film is basically the John Wick told slightly differently. It has the exact same cold open and ending. If you watch John Wick, you'll know that the film starts off with the aftermath. It starts off with the aftermath of the climatic fight scene. And then it like goes backwards to show what happened before then, and then the film ends showing up at the end of the climax, goes back to the beginning. Nobody starts the same way. It starts with the aftermath of him going off the rails, then shows how that happened. It has almost the same story beats, hit for hit. The characters are similar. The inciting incident is different, but it's still something. In John Wick, the inciting incident is they kill his dog. The inciting incident in Nobody is that they stole something that the thieves stole something that belonged to his daughter. And again, as the story builds, you find out that there are slight differences. This is funnier than John Wick. the character is different too. Like John Wick is this, smooth, he's got a slick, custom tailored suit, always calm and in control. Hutch is not the same person as John Wick. Hutch is very much a more emotionally driven, visibly emotionally driven character. And for the fact that these are two identical films by the same people, they've managed to create a second interesting and fun story to watch. Like, I don't feel cheated that this is the exact same story as John Wick, just told from a slightly different perspective. Whereas John Wick's, mourning the loss of his wife, he's this, very controlled character. Whereas, but aside from that, his life was great. He had wealth, he had comfort, he had the love of his wife. John Wick was prior to the inciting incident, prior to the death of his wife, John Wick's life was great. Hutch's life is not. Hutch's life is kind of, I don't want to say in the toilet, but it's like his life, it's obvious he's a man who's been beaten down by life and by the boring mundanity that we all have to get through to, in our jobs, in our lives, in our relationships. He's just ground down by the normalcy and ordinariness of life. And just, so two very different characters, two very different takes on the story, in spite of the fact that it's the same story. But it's still, they did a really good job of making two unique and interesting characters. Definitely give this film an A. It's just a lot of fun to watch. If you liked John Wick, you'll like Nobody. As always, thanks for watching. If you like my videos, why would you do such a thing? Go torture yourself with my other crap. And until next time, good hunting.